Welcome back, listeners, to another chilling episode of the Island of Secrets. In today's chapter, the island's guests are spiraling deeper into chaos. Fear, suspicion, and the ever-present threat of death loom larger than ever as Alexandra, Jessica, and the others search for answers. What began as a mysterious adventure is now a game of survival. Let's dive into today's chapter, the Aftershocks. The luxurious adventure had transformed into a waking nightmare. Two were already dead, Armando and Anne. Now the grand house had become a tense prison. Everyone's nerves were on edge. Fear twisted the air around them as suspicion started to poison every conversation. Inside their room, Alexandra and Jessica sat together, their faces pale, minds racing with questions.
We need to find out who she is. The woman on the speakers. She's the key to all of this. I'm sure of it.
But where do we even start? It's like she's watching us, but we have no idea where she is.
Their conversation was abruptly interrupted by raised voices in the hallway. Alexandra and Jessica exchanged anxious glances before quietly stepping out of their room to investigate.
I found this near Anne's body. This has to mean something.
Gracie, it could be a coincidence. You can't just jump to conclusions because you found a napkin.
We don't have time for this. We have to follow every lead, or we're all going to end up like her.
Alexandra and Jessica moved closer, catching sight of Gracie holding a checkered napkin, her expression a mix of anger and fear.
Gracie's right. We need to work together. Every clue could be important.
The group hesitantly agreed. They gathered around, examining the napkin with renewed focus. The small markings on the napkin seemed like the faintest of leads, but it was the only hope they had. Everyone was growing desperate. As the hours dragged on, Alexandra and Jessica retreated to their room. But the unease lingered in the air, thick and suffocating. The house felt like it was closing in on them. The quiet of the night offered no comfort, only the unsettling knowledge that the killer could strike again. Despite their resolve, sleep was a rare visitor that night. Every creak of the house sent shivers down their spines. But as morning broke, there was little relief. Breakfast was a solemn affair, faces etched with fatigue and mistrust. The sense of dread was overwhelming. Armando, Anne, and Samantha's death had left a deep scar on the group. and now they were questioning everyone, even themselves. But it was Gracie's fierce determination that gave Alexandra and Jessica a renewed sense of purpose. The three of them began to work together, piecing together the small clues they had found, faint markings, strange patterns, and the ever-present tension in the air. With newfound hope, they worked tirelessly, trying to make sense of the clues. But as night fell once again, the house felt colder, darker. The days continued to stretch on, each more unbearable than the last. Fear and suspicion weighed heavily on everyone's minds. But despite it all, Alexandra and Jessica clung to their friendship, desperately holding on to the only thing they could trust in the darkness of the game. They knew the killer was among them, and they were running out of time. But they were determined to survive and end this deadly nightmare. With every passing day, the island guests come closer to uncovering the truth, or falling victim to the deadly game that has consumed them. Alexandra and Jessica's bond grows stronger, but so does the danger lurk around every corner. Can they piece together the clues in time, or will the island claim more victims? Stay tuned, listeners, as the mystery deepens. Thank you for listening to today's chapter of The Island of Secrets, Chapter 6, The Aftershocks. Also, thank you for your love and support as we are about to cross our first 1,000 subscribers milestone. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to get the notifications of our new videos at the earliest. Join us next time as we continue this thrilling journey into the unknown. Until then, stay safe and beware of the shadows.